And how's that for a view from a balcony in your hostel? That's the Jungfrau Joch on Sunday morning, beautiful Sunday morning. And it looks as though somebody's dropping in. And another. Here they come. Onto this green open space at the east side of Interlaken. Yes, and he's dropped in. And this hotel, the Victoria Grand Hotel in Interlaken, is one of the most famous in this Swiss city. And look at this wonderful backdrop that Interlaken has. In fact, I can even see somebody up on a paraglider up that direction, in the direction of the Jungfrau. In fact, there's two of them. Don't know where they're going to land. This is supposed to be where they land in this green area in Interlaken. I think it's a busy time. Coming straight towards me, I think. And Interlaken seems to be a cycle-friendly city. And here is he coming into Interlaken, a local to Spiez. He's got to wait for one going the other way though. There's enormous long platforms here at Interlaken. So that's the local train to Spiez. And what's coming now the other way? The local train to Interlaken East, or Interlaken Ost. With a similar sort of train. That's how you get good line occupation. Well, that one's decided to stop there. Well, and we seem to have some horse transport here. Guten Morgen. Look, a nice couple of horses. And we're now seeing an express coming into Interlaken with a double-decker train. You get quite a few of those in Switzerland, but they have a higher loading gauge in Switzerland, which means they can have taller trains. Oh, it's quite a long train. Well, we're now at Interlaken Ost station, the dual gauge station. This train here on the left is going up to Lauterbrunnen and Grindelwald. It divides halfway, so I have to make sure I get on the right train, the right half of the train. And round here is the Central Bahn train which goes over to Lucerne. It's a delightful trip though, that over the Brunig Pass. Rack operated in places. His engine's just running round at the moment. And here we see this engine running around its train. So it can pull it out on the way to Lucerne. A delightful trip. About 2 hours it takes. Not the fastest of trains, but who wants to hurry on a line like that? This station is a bit of a mouthful of names, so either it's Schienen. It really means just two Schienen rivers. It's the place where the two Schienen rivers meet, the dark and the white Schieners. This is the place though where our train is going to divide. And we're in the right half for Lauterbrunnen, that's the front part of the train. So either it's Schienen. Well, we've reached Lauterbrunnen here. We've seen one of the Wengenalbahn trains coming in from Kleine Schedig. I'm going to be getting on one of those. Now that's only 80 centimetre gauge, so we can't have through running. And we look at Lauterbrunnen, there's a rather distinctive roof. I think something else is coming around my back now. Yes, it's another one of the Wengenalbahn trains. These take you up to Kleine Schedig. Where if you want to can afford a lot of money and you want to go, you can go right to the top of Europe at Jungfrau Joch, 11,300 feet above sea level, or a bit more than that. But we're going to get on one of these. And there's the station buildings. One or two in a hurry to catch this train. Well, some of them fitter than me. And we have to say, wow, just look at that view. You can see that waterfall falling in the Lauterbrunnen Valley. We're climbing up the Wengen now. You can now see the Jungfrau showing itself. It's magnificent. And we swing around and look at the Lauterbrunnen Valley, many feet below. There's Wengen Station. We're going to find the lift up the Manneken now. Wengen is a car-free place like a number of other places in Switzerland. Somewhere over there is the Manneken lift. And I'm going to look for that. It's certainly a long way up. So let's get aboard. Climbing above Wengen now. Let's see how long it takes to get up this. It's about nearly a 3,000 foot climb actually. Well, we're nearly here. About 7,300 feet above sea level here at the top of the Manneken lift. It took us about 6 minutes to get up the lift. The Manneken proper is up there at about 7,700 feet. I'm not going to go up that today, but we're going to walk to Kleine Scheidegg. It's only just over 3 miles, but when you look at those wonderful mountains, which we'll see a bit more of when we get round the corner. There we see the guest house, and behind, what can be more majestic than that? The north wall of the Eiger. Next to it is the Monk. In the foreground is Schugen, and right round over there is Jungfrau, the highest of the three big Bernese Oberland peaks. We're going to walk down this path to Kleine Scheidegg. It's only about 3.5 miles. It's one of the most wonderful walks I've ever done. I'm glad that even at the age of 70 I'm still able to attempt to do it yet again. There's another cableway going down there. That seems to go down towards Grindelford. That little village down at the bottom there has about nearly 4,000 feet below us. And let's just look round. We can't look at that too often. The Eiger. Like a place of food. And even a bit of snow arriving. But what do you expect at 7,300 feet above sea? Well, I'm going to enjoy a cup of tea and a bit of truffle cake now. We're in the mountains. They always tell you anything by the time it's going to take you. 1 Stunde or whatever it is, the German for 1 hour. So Kleine Scheidegg is 1 hour and a half away. If I'm taking a lot of photographs, it might even take longer. We're at 2,229 metres now. I'm not sure what that is in English, but we're just going to enjoy this lovely, very special walk. I've done it once before. And I asked the good Lord for the opportunity to do it just once again. I'm now going to do that. This path is like this most of the way actually, but what a place to be walking. Just enjoying the splendour, the awesomeness of God's creation, which He made. And looking over there is the Schildhorn, and those tremendous mountains which surround that as well. It's another summit you can reach by cable car. And the path continues with the odd bit of snow lying here and there. And we have here a warning of rockfall. You better be careful, just in case. And we look back towards the Manneken. Been going now about 25 minutes, so still a way to go yet. Plenty of people moving along here. Just a nice place to be. Enjoying the beauty of God's creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and I believe that with all my heart. Well, we've reached the Eiger viewpoint above Grindelwald, about 3,500 feet below, and we just look along this huge wall of mountain, culminating there in the Eiger, north face. Somewhere in that wall there, I can't see it myself, are windows. on the Jungfrau Rock Railway as it climbs towards the top of Jungfrau Joch, which is the col between the monk and the Jungfrau. The Eig, of course, means the ogre. The monk, and we move round there to Jungfrau, young lady, the highest of the three. Aren't they beautiful? Awesome. And I now get the first glimpse of Kleine Scheidegg, but there's a way to go there yet. And we still just look at that there, which is a monk glacier. We're now coming towards the Lauberhorn, which is quite famous in the skiing season, because it's one of the famous races on the Ski Sunday programme. Of course, is down the Lauberhorn to Wengen, I believe. And here is a couple walking down this trail. Just one of the men who have been walking down this trail on this beautiful day. I think they're enjoying it. And the Eiger gets even more stunning the nearer we get to it. Looks a nice place for having a drink, right under the shadow of the Eiger and the monk. But we continue down to Kleine Scheidegg. And we're dropping now to Kleine Scheidegg. Can be a bit like Piccadilly Circus at this time. It's a very busy place, it's a railway junction. And also, of course, the starting point for the trip up the Jungfrau Joch Railway, which goes right up to the top there, in the gap between the monk and the Jungfrau. But I'm not going to go up there. I've never been, because I'm slightly asthmatic. I have my reservations about making that trip. So I've reached Kleine Scheidegg. Looks a little bit like an airport terminal at times. Let's pan round. And we look up there towards the Eiger, which dominates Kleine Scheidegg, and just a beautiful place to be. And I'm thankful I've had the fitness, the good Lord's have given me the fitness to come down here again. I'm going to be waiting around here this way, then I'm going to train down to Grindelwald. Not Grindelwald, Grindelwald. And we even have a bit of snow. What do you expect at 6,700 feet? And a couple of cyclists. Don't know how they got up here. It'll be a hard one. And here is a train coming down from the meter gauge Jungfrau Joch Railway. Coming down from 11,300 feet to 6,762. A most remarkable railway. 3/4 of that railway is in a tunnel, which makes it the highest underground railway in the world. And you know, it tells you where it's coming. Well, it's got here now. And here's a train coming in from Wengen. Actually coming in from Lauterbrunnen. But they can't have through working, as I say, because there's different gauges. This is probably one of the most famous views from a railway station anywhere in the world. Where else can you have a railway station with a mountain like that right on its doorstep? Well, this is a beer tent. I think it makes it look a little bit like the Wild West. And we just span round and we see all these other cafes and restaurants in this area. Just a beautiful place to come to. And that train starts on its way down to Grindelwald. About 1 in 4.5 in places. They look as though they're going to cycle down. Hope they've got good brakes. Welcome to Kleine Scheidegg. I've made it. Beautiful place. As we start the way down, we see the Eiger still, which dominates this part of the world. Awesome mountain. Oh, we got to Grindelwald, and isn't it awesome? Like so much of what I've seen today. And just a quick look in Grindelwald village. absolutely dominated my mountains. Well, this is my train for Interlaken. I better find a seat. Looks fairly busy.